Manila and New York City are separated by over 8,000 miles, but today we'll see if the Filipino food in the Big Apple helps to close that gap. So finesse that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this, and let's go eat some comida Filipina. Yo, we outside here in Caroll Gardens, Brooklyn at FOB Brooklyn, a Filipino restaurant specializing in Filipino barbecue. We're not here for barbecue at the moment. We're here in the morning on a nice, beautiful weekend for Filipino style breakfast. We ordered a couple of silogs. Si is garlic rice and log is fried egg. Si for garlic fried rice. That's a pretty nice abbreviation, very efficient. So if you had a pancake Filipino breakfast plate, it would be pancake silog. We're starting off with the corn bibingka with coconut butter and farmer's cheese. Bibingka is sort of like a cake. Pieces of corn in there as well. Corn is always good in the morning. Cheers. Wow, that is good. Got a spongy texture more than a cake texture to it. It's served warm. It's very corny and sweet. Thank you. That corn bibingka was like a Filipino style cornbread is the best way that I can sum it all up. It was coconut buttery, very corny, and the cheese adds a little saltiness to it, some chew. Now we got our breakfast here. We got 2 plates, the adobo silog. It's chicken adobo dark meat with garlic fried rice, a fried egg, tiny bit of salad, and this little baby gravy boat. Adorable. So even though they say Filipino food should not be eaten with a knife, that's what I'm used to, so I'm gonna start cutting this a little bit up. It looks like a couple of chicken thighs, nice and with a bunch of fried garlic. Gotta dip it in the gravy. Oh yeah, can't wait. Extremely garlicky, so let's keep piling on the garlic. Like Wario says, never too much garlic. A little fried egg on there too. Super hearty breakfast is a perfect way to kick off the weekend. After 5 days of intense workouts, 4 days of lifting, and a 5K on Wednesday, this is exactly what I need. A lot of rice, a fried egg, some good meat, overnight chicken adobo. Sounds good to me. Expertly marinated, and the gravy is pretty good too. I love me some garlic fried rice, for real, for real. So good. Lots of garlic on here, that's for sure. You're eating Filipino food, you better get used to garlic and vinegar flavors. That is really good. This comes on a stone plate, and then we got a clear plate for the longanisa. What is that on the side? It's a vinegar?
Yes.
A little bit of vinegar in there. Now that is a big boy bite. Wait, actually, you know what? Let me get some egg in there too. Make it a little crispy, a little eggy. Epic bite. Dip it in a little bit more vinagre. Cheers. Ooh. I love vinegar on food. The longanisa is a little spicy, a little sweet, you know, like a Lucy and a Ricky Ricardo all in one food. Cool atmosphere, cool decor, cool vibes. About to pile drive this plate into oblivion. As much as I love breakfast sandwiches, and trust me, I love a breakfast sandwich. A plate like that, that's just my favorite type of breakfast. Whether it's a full English breakfast, American style with pancakes or waffles, French toast, or a Filipino silog. Just so hearty, lots of protein, which is what you need in the morning. You need that more than carbs, just FYI. Now we got a little dessert, a little coconut and pandan jelly shake. It's called buko, which means coconut in the land of the Philippines. Coconut and pandan jelly and a couple of fun straws like retro 50s style and a little shot of whiskey. Just kidding. Coconutty, pandani. That's good. Really sweet, really coconutty, icy. Nice chew from the little pandan jellies in there. Good, I like it. I love coconut. Crack open a coconut pan your head top. Cheers. This reminds me of a Puerto Rican drink. Y'all know no Filipino food tour of New York City would be complete without a stop to Little Manila in Queens. Yo, we out here at Little Manila, Woodside, Queens at Renee's Kitchenette, one of the most famous Filipino restaurants in the Big Apple. This is Pampanga style. We're sitting down for a nice traditional meal. We ordered some calamansi juice after hopping off the 7 train because it's just so hot outside. It's just a summer day in New York. You know how it is. Jugo de calamansi. Very juicy. Comes in a nice mason jar with some ice, a little sprig of mint. My bad. Cheers. This is such a good complex flavor. It's like a little bit of orange, a little bit of lemon, maybe a hint of lime. If it weren't hot enough, we got a nice pot of sinigang nahipon that has shrimp and radish and green beans. The shrimp have the heads on still, so they're swimming in that juice. And we got some traditional Filipino favorites like lumpia Shanghai, and we also got some Lechon Kawali. Just kidding, Kawali. You dip it in a sasawan, and we got some garlic rice, a nice salsa on the side. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna dip it in the sausawan. Nice crispy piece. Here we go. It's creamy from the fat, crispy at the top from the frying, and the little sauce on the side adds a little bit of vinegar hint to it. Very different from the lechon that I grew up with. Even though it's got the same name and it comes from the same animal, it's a very different dish. So another fritter, the lumpia Shanghai. What's this sauce? It's got like a little sweet and sour type of sauce to dip it in. That's tasty. Got a little garlic rice as well. See how it compares to the garlic rice we had earlier. About the same garlicness, garlic-y. Get some of that broth. Ooh, wow. Wow. Yeah, it's a tamarind soup base. Is very vinegary, but kind of perfect soup for a hot day because it's nice and sour. Plays with your taste buds like a matador waving a cape at a bull. But the bull survives that bullfight in my head. It's good, and there's lots of veggies in here, so it's super nutritious. Of course, you want lots of greens, so the bok choy, the green beans, then some radish in there to kind of complete the trio. I want some more lumpia though. We've had lumpia that were like cigarette thin. These are a little bit thicker, and they're like almost like chopped in half, or I don't know if it's like one long one and they chop it a bunch of times. But it's a good size. It's nice snack food. This is perfect if you're catering a party. Order yourself like a big basket of lumpia Shanghai. Was there a pork in there?
Yeah.
You got like a nice ground pork in there. Good spices, good flavors. Little crispy outer shell. We love a crispy little pastry shell. It's a perfect meat delivery system. Lechon. So good. It's almost like a Neapolitan ice cream. You got a layer of crispy, a layer of meaty, and a layer of fat. They all come together like the ultimate jazz trio. Saxophone, drum, and bass guitar. All right, bro, when it comes to Filipino desserts, there are so many options. That's why going to From Kora, a Filipino bakery here in New York City, was perfect for this Filipino food tour. Every single month, they throw together a box of Filipino donuts, fried brioche that honors traditional Filipino desserts. At the time we're filming this, they don't have a brick and mortar location. They're operating as a pop-up in a brewery in Sunnyside, Queens. You have to pre-order, then pick it up on Saturday. Since we already had dinner, we brought it back to the crib, because this is a lot. We got a box of 5 Filipino style donuts, and just like the Backstreet Boys, every single one brings something fresh and new to the table. Leche Flan ni Lola, ube, buko pie, halo halo, and maja blanca. Brioche, coconut and fresh corn cream filling, dark roast coconut, and charred corn. I will admit, I'm not the biggest fan of throwing corn in the dessert, but I know a lot of cultures do it. So you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. Here we go. The brioche is very light, very airy, easy to bite into. They weren't lying when they said corn flavored cream. It really tastes like you whipped up some corn and some heavy cream together. Ube brioche, fresh ube custard, ube glaze, and purple yam crisp. You can't go to any dessert shop without seeing ube. It doesn't even have to be a Filipino bakery. The glaze on top is very solid. Like, I can push it in, but it's not, I can't spread it, which is interesting. I wonder if that's a property of the ube. I like this one. How creative to throw ube crisps on the top of this dessert. Creamy coconut filling, flaky pie crust. Cheers. I think the pie crust and the coconut cream work perfectly together. This is a good one to go with coffee, I think. Flavors are subtle and delicate, but what hits you about this one is the texture. Fried brioche filled with flan cream, Lola Corazon's beloved flan. When I was a kid, I strongly disliked flan. It was something that I acquired a taste for as an adult. I saved this one for next to last because I suspect I'm really gonna like this one. But hey, you never know. Tasting is believing, so let's go. That's different. There's legitimately flan inside the brioche. Now, I've had halo halo a couple of times. I never imagined it inside of a brioche. Coconut banana cream with palm fruit, jackfruit, and sago, ube glaze, flan, beanie pig, banana chip, and a maraschino cherry. I saved it for last because it's the most fun. Cheers. Wow, just a mashup of flavors and textures. All 5 of these fried brioche are fluffy, light, easy to eat. The flavors are subtle. They're not overpowering. The textures are fun, beautiful to look at, very photogenic donuts. And now we have donuts for the next 4 days because there's no way I'm gonna eat all 5 of these in a day. It's not gonna happen. I love sweets, but not that much, bro. In the comments below, put your favorite Filipino food of all time. I appreciate you watching, bro, and I'll see you next time. Peace.